From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
There's panic buying out there in the superstores, so there's less food coming in to the food banks across the country.
Just don't understand what staff in hospitality or events are meant to do or meant to think.
Everyone on my street had come out of their house and was cheering and clapping. It was, as you can tell, emotional.
I've developed mild symptoms of the coronavirus.
With the Prime Minister now in intensive care, this is obviously an extremely serious situation. How worried should people be about his health?
The Prime Minister is in safe hands.
Can you paint a picture of what it's like right now inside your critical care unit?
Everybody is desperately unwell. Everybody is on a ventilator. So the acuity or the severity of illness that we're seeing is very high.
The NHS has saved my life, no question.
Here is a 99-year-old army veteran. 100 laps is his aim. He wants to raise money for the NHS.
That wonderful man, Captain Tom. I mean, that sort of thing makes you proud of the British, doesn't it?
You've got to look forward to the fact that things will improve, as they always do. Things will get better.
I wonder if you will take this opportunity to apologise to those families of loved ones who died in care homes because the government didn't properly protect them.
I think that's unreasonable as a question, actually.
It's a bit depressing when you can't see, friends.
I want to give the retail sector notice of our intentions to reopen shops so they too can get ready.
To get ourselves open, we produced a lot of signage, we bought PPE for all our team, and we made sure that we had everything marked up before we opened on the first morning.
Dominic Cummings has denied doing anything wrong when he drove to his parents' home during the lockdown in March.
The PM provides Mr Cummings with his full support.
He has acted responsibly and legally and with integrity.
If I were Prime Minister, I'd have sacked Cummings.
No, I have not offered to resign.
Face coverings will become mandatory on public transport.
The number one reason that we're here is safety. The safety of the passengers, the safety of our staff.
Black Lives Matter! It was so important to come out during a global pandemic to show how extreme actually racism is.
To stop the spread of this deadly disease, any large gatherings of people are currently unlawful.
We want to give people more confidence to shop safely and enhance protections for those who work in shops. Both of these can be done by the use of face coverings.
For the month of August, we will give everyone in the country an Eat Out to Help Out discount.
I'm here because my future's basically just been ripped out of my hands.
This situation has, I know, caused a great deal of stress and uncertainty.
Lots of children have lost out on months of learning, and I want all of them back in school for all of their lessons because it's absolutely vital.
University students across the UK have been speaking of their fears and frustrations after being forced into lockdown.
We get food deliveries at breakfast, lunch and dinner, and I've had some calls with our hall tutor, and I've just been FaceTiming a lot of people from home trying to keep spirits up.
We will now simplify and standardise our local rules by introducing a 3-tiered system: medium, high and very high.
England is to face a new month-long lockdown across the nation, starting on Thursday and lasting until the 2nd of December.
Oh, it's like deja vu all over again, in the words of the song. So we've got a dark theatre and now we've got a dark pub.
We're going to be offering everyone who lives in Liverpool the opportunity to be tested regularly, whether they've got the symptoms or if they're asymptomatic.
We're all trying to get out of it as soon as possible, aren't we? So we're just trying to contribute.
the government has accepted the recommendation from the Independent Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency to approve the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine for distribution across the United Kingdom.
Well, I just want to play with my great-grandchild.
We don't want to, as I say, to ban Christmas. A shorter Christmas is a safer Christmas. It is with a very heavy heart, I must tell you, we cannot continue with Christmas as planned.
The things that we've seen have been more difficult than anything I've ever seen. I've been qualified for over 20 years and this is by far the hardest we've ever had to deal with anything.
The government is once again instructing you to stay at home.
This is a really significant moment in the fight against this pandemic because the vaccine is the way out, and the approval of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine brings forward the date at which we're going to bring this pandemic to an end.
My journey in to the hospital was a bit fraught, to say the least. I had to go through 3 or 4 snowdrifts. It's all been worth it. There's a sense of relief now that I've got the COVID vaccination. I'm going to get a second one in 4 weeks' time, and I'll be delighted once that's happened.
We're setting out on what I hope and believe is a one-way road to freedom. And this journey is made possible by the pace of the vaccination programme.
That was quite painless. That was better than the flu vaccine.